now it's time for 10 Questions with Owl Nimbus.
Hey everyone, Owl Nimbus here, aka Lionel. Just trying to give you guys a little bit of content before the new release of the new whatever. Anyway, you guys don't really know anything about me, so I figured might as well do 10 questions about me. So here we go.
How did you get your producer name?
How did I get my producer name? I'm actually full-blooded Native American. My dad is full-blooded Navajo, and my mom, she's full-blooded Paiute, so I'm half and half of Navajo and Paiute. And they believe that the owl is basically like a grim reaper. They believe that it's a sign of death, so whenever you see an owl, it's like a sign of bad luck. That means someone's gonna die. So I figured, you know what, I might as well just turn that into a positive and use the owl name as to make something more positive, if you will. And Nimbus, I like space. I like things to do with space. Like I have a 3DS and it's got space on it. So I figured, you know what? I wanted to use Space Owl, but I think it was taken or something. So I looked at the thesaurus and Nimbus wasn't taken by anything. So like I combined the two.
What got you into making beats?
What got me into making beats? The first time I ever started making beats, I stayed over at my cousin's house. This is way back when the PlayStation 1 was around. They had a game that was called MTV Music Generator. Every time I used to stay at night over at his place, I used to just play that on his PlayStation and make beats with that. And then eventually when I went to high school, when I got the PlayStation 2, my friends and I, we would have a game called Club World. And Club World was basically a game where you could make all kinds of genres of beats from reggae to techno to hip hop. And we would have memory cards and one friend would like borrow it for a week and then he would show us their mixes, then we would borrow for a week and then we would show our mixes and we would sort of like bounce ideas off. So that's really how I started.
What equipment do you use to make beats?
What equipment do I use? I use a Machine MK3. This is what I use right here. I really like this MPC. This is my first MPC I ever bought, but maybe one day I'll show you exactly how to use it and stuff. But this is what I use majority of the time for any type of sampling or drums or synthesizers or anything like that. But Machine MK3, this is what I use.
What was the first record you ever bought?
First record I ever bought? I don't know if you ever seen that show Storage Wars, but they had like some person didn't pay their storage unit and they were selling all this stuff and they had vinyl records there. And I remember going through it and I never had a turntable or anything like that at the time. But the first two records I ever bought was Cheap Trick, Live at Budokan. I still have it. I was probably like 12 years ago. And Nazareth. Actually, this was probably like 14 years ago or something like that. But these are them.
What's the most expensive record you ever bought?
Oh, wow. The most expensive record I ever bought was actually two of them. This one here is Cookin' Soul. This is, it's like basically like a Christmas album, but it's all MF Doom stuff from a producer named Cookin' Soul out in Spain. I bought this one for like 50 bucks, but it was only because they only made a certain amount of copies and you can't find them anymore. And the other one was the soundtrack to Valhalla. This one was about 50 bucks, but I'm a sucker for cyberpunk and it's like it's a game on Steam, but you basically play like a bartender and you listen to everyone's sob stories, but it's like a cyberpunk setting. But the music was really, really good, so that was the reason why I wanted to buy it. And they had it for like 100 bucks on Amazon, but I waited until like saw a cheaper one. The cheapest one I found was 50 bucks, but it took a while to get it. But it's very, very cool, very, very nice, excellent music, Valhalla soundtrack.
Besides hip hop, what else do you listen to?
What else do I listen to? Believe it or not, I actually listen to a lot of punk records. Believe it or not, I listen to a lot of punk. I have this is nice. I guess it's kind of punk. But I have Scott Pilgrim's soundtrack, which is very, very good music. Sex with Bombs is always good. But I also listen to the classics too, like the Ramones, Sex Pistols, and Rat. Rat's not punk, but how can you not like Rat? Rat's dope. So but a lot of punk though.
Who are the 5 best rappers of all time?
Who are the 5 best rappers of all time? Okay, without naming the greats like Biggie, Tupac, Nas, Jay-Z, and Eminem, I'm gonna go with MF Doom, Redman, Big L, Rakim, and I guess I'll go with, I like Big Pun, so I'll throw Big Pun in there, and Guru, but I know that's more than 5, but I like Guru and Big Pun, so.
What is your favorite food?
Favorite food of all time, sushi and pizza. Not together, but when I was a kid, when I grew up, pizza was always there because of Ninja Turtles, and I grew up around the Ninja Turtles, so pizza and sushi.
Who are your 5 favorite producers?
Who are my 5 favorite producers of all time? In my opinion, I like Jay Dilla, Madlib, DJ Shadow, Kanye West. I really like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and Cookin' Soul. Cookin' Soul is very underrated. I like Large Professor too, but I know that's more than 5, but I already picked my 5, so there you go.
What inspires you to make music?
What inspires me to make music? I would say, I don't know if you ever had a bad day, but if you listen to that one song that just makes the day better. Sometimes I'll get messages from you, the supporters, and they'll message me and say that the beats that I put out for them, they listen to it and it makes their day better. If it makes your day better, it makes my day better. And that's really what makes it worthwhile. And that's it. Owl Nimbus, get ready to sign off. I want to thank everyone that's being very, very supportive. I'm getting ready to put out another project pretty soon. June 21st, we'll be putting out another beat tape called Summer in Nocturnal City. It's basically like a summer theme beat tape, but it's going to be out for your enjoyment on June 21st. So thank you very much, and I'll see you guys around. Later. Bye. Peace. Whatever. Illuminati. See ya.